Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. So as you know, we were doing the inventory valuation under the heading of accounting for trading organization, and we already done the perpetual, the FIFO aspects, the first in first out. Now we are moving towards the same question. We are going to take the data, but now we are doing and using the LIFO method, and LIFO stand for last in first out. So inventory valuation under perpetual inventory system, and we have done just FIFO. Now we are doing the LIFO. So in LIFO stand for last in first out. It means that whatever we bought last, we have to sell it first. Last in, first out. So whatever we bought last, we have to sell it first. And the data is the same as we use in the perpetual inventory system for FIFO. Now we have to compute the value of amount of cost of ending inventory and cost of goods sold as well by LIFO method. So if you see here, the scenario and the method and the procedure will remain same in the beginning. Now you can see we have brought down units, 50 units. So you can see here, and you purchase 30 units at the rate of 12. So you will write 30 units at the rate of 12. 30 into 12 is 360, and you will keep it under the balance. So this shows that this is your last inventory from the last month, June, and this is you just purchased on 5th July, 30 units at the rate of 12. Okay, now you did another purchase 60 units at the rate of 9. So now you purchase 60 units at the rate of 9, that is 6 9 the 540, and 540. So you will copy first these two things, these two types of inventory, and whatever you purchase, just you will keep it at here as under. So this is the balance. This is you purchase on 5th July. This is the inventory, if you see, and whatever you purchase on 9th July, you will record under the balance of the inventory. So this is the balance brought down, and this is you purchase on 5th July, and this is you just purchased on 9th July. So guys, this is the same scenario from here to here, same scenario as you use in the first in first out. Now as far as the July 13 sales, you did 70 units you sold, but I told you that 18 each is basically 18 each mean that you sold 70 units. It's a selling price, but over here we are going to calculate the cost of ending inventory, so we will not take into consider the sale price, we will take the cost price. So 70 units you are selling. Now you have three types of inventory. So you are doing LIFO. So this is the last in you just purchased. So first of all you will take it out 60 units. Which price? Whatever the price you purchased, you bought it 9, and 69 is 540, and you have to sell. Remember that you have to sell 70 units. So in 70 units, 60 you already sold. What remain? 10. So you will take it out from here, not from here, because this is the oldest one. So last in first out means, first of all, whatever you just purchased, you will sell it first, then whatever the remaining, you will take it from here, 10 units. Which price? 12 price, and 10 into 12 is 126. So out of 30 you sold 10, so how much remaining? 20. And before, there is no change will be occur here, because it is the oldest goods you have, 50. I repeat, 60 units you have to sell. So 10 units you will sell from this inventory, and 60 units from this inventory, and 10 units from this inventory. Out of 30 you sold already 10. So how much remaining? 20 here, and the 50 there will be no change here. You will copy it directly here. Then you purchase 40 and 20. Now you purchase 40 and 20. 40 units here, 20 units here. So first you copy these two types of inventory, the remaining inventory. Whatever you just bought it, you will keep it as under. Same method in FIFO. Same, then you are purchasing 20 units at the rate of 16, 20 units at the rate of 16. So first you copy these three levels of inventory or kinds of inventory here, and then you will copy under the remaining inventory balance 20. So this is the balance brought forward, this purchase, remaining purchase of 5th, and this is you remaining purchase of 9, and this is 23rd, and this you just purchased it. So now you have three levels and three kinds of inventory in order of purchasing, in order of you receive. So now you are selling 90 units at the rate of 19. So you are supposed to ignore the selling price. So 90 units you are going to sell. So now you have four kinds of inventory here. So first of all, you are using LIFO, last in first out. So what you gonna do? First of all, you will sell 20 units at the rate of 16, 320. Then you will sell 40. Remember that you have to sell 90 units. So 20 from here, 40 from here, 20 and 40, how much? 60. And 20 from here, 60, 20, 80. And 10 units you will sell from the 50. So 20, 40, 20 units from these inventories. So 20, 16, 320, 40 into 8, 320. And 20 units multiplied by 12 is 240. So now you remember that you have to sell 90 units. So what you gonna do? 20 from here, 40 from here, 20 from here, 20, 40, 60, 60 and 20, how much? 80, and the remaining 90 you have to sell. So 80 out of 90 you already sold 80 units. Now you have to take it out 10 units from the last inventory level or last inventory 50. So out of 50 you have to take 10. Which price? 10 price. It's a cost price, and 10 into 10, this will be 160. Okay guys, so out of 50 you sold already 10, so how much remaining? 40. So this is your ending inventory units, and this is the ending inventory value, the value of ending inventory, that is called 400, because your remaining inventory is 40 units, the cost price was 10, and the total is 400. Okay, now this is your cost of ending inventory under LIFO method, 400. This is the cost of goods sold under LIFO method. Now you can see same 150 you total purchase, 150 plus 50 is how much? 200. 200 out of 200 you sold 160, how much remaining? 40 units. So guys, this is simple method of inventory valuation of LIFO. So in LIFO we will sold these units first, not that one. Now you have four kinds of inventory here as per the purchase, as per the order of purchase. So you have to sold first from here, then here, then here, then you will take it out from here. It depends how much inventory you are selling. Okay guys, the next method is average method. Average method is very simple. In what respect is simple? That you are not supposed to keep different levels of the inventory. Whatever the inventory you are purchasing, you have to add with the remaining units. Now you can see, so 50 units were balanced if you see here. Now guys, we have done FIFO, LIFO. Now we have to start the moving average method or average method, and then we will compare the cost sheet. Okay guys, so if you see here, this is the balance 50 units. You will just copy 50 units at the rate of 10. 50 into 10 is 500. You purchase 30 units. So there are three columns, purchase, sales and balance. So you will write down in the purchase 30 units at the rate of 12. 30 12 is 360. So while you are in the FIFO, LIFO, you were making and writing in different lines, different level, different kinds of inventory. But over here in moving average method, you are not supposed to do that. What you're supposed to do, you have to add with the remaining or the unsold items. So you can see the balance is 50 units. Now you purchase how much? 30. So 50 and 30, how much? 80. I hope you understand. So how much the price of 50? Total amount 500. And how much the price of 30? 360. So 500 and 360 will be 860. So this is the total cost and this is the total units. what you have to do, total cost divided by total units, so you will get 10.75 is the per unit cost. I repeat again, it's very simple to understand. So you had unsold units of June, the beginning inventory of July is this, and you just purchased on 5th March. So 50 was the last unit, you purchased 30, so 50 and 30 become 80 units now you have. The total amount of 50 units was 500 and the 30 units is 360. So 500 plus 360 become 860. Now you get this one and you get this one. How you find this one? 860 divided by 80. So it's a unit price. How we can calculate the unit price? The formula is total cost divided by total units. So 860 divided by 80 units, it become 10.75. Okay, now very simple again. Now you are purchasing 60 units at the rate of 9. Now you will just copy it. 60 into 9, 540. Now how much you have an inventory? You had an inventory 80. So 80, what you purchase now? 80 and 60 is become 140. And the total cost of 80 units was 860. And now the total total amount is for 60 units is 540. So 860 plus 540 become 1400. So this is the total cost, this is the total units. What you gonna do? Total cost divided by 140 total units, this will give you the per unit cost, that is called 10. And now you are selling 70 units. It's very simple here in the sales phenomena as compared to FIFO and LIFO. In 70, when you are going to 70 you are going to sell the 70 units under the moving average method or the average method. You're not supposed to see different levels of inventory or different, which one is the oldest, which one is the lowest or latest. So but you have only one kind of inventory. So 140, you can sell 70 units out of 140. So when you sell 70 units out of 140, how much remaining? 70 units. And the price was 10, 70 into 10, 700. And the price was 10, the remaining units is 70 into 10 multiplied by 700. So out of 140, you sold 70 units, and how much remaining? When 70 has been sold, so 70 remaining. So the price was 70 is 10 and this will be 700. Now purchase your 40 units at the rate of 8 each. So 40 units you will copy here. 40 multiplied by 8 is 320. And the remaining units after selling 70 units, 70. 17 40 is what? 110 total units, and 700 and 320 will become 1020. Now you have a total cost, now you have a total units. Total cost divided by total units, you will get unit price 9.27. So total cost is 1020 divided by 110, you will get 9.27. Now you again purchase 20 units, you will copy 20 units at the rate of 16. So 20 multiplied by 16 will be 320. Now you will add 110 was the remaining units, 20 you just purchased, so total units become 130. And the total cost 1020. Now the total cost of just you just purchase the units 320. So 1020 plus 320 become 1340. Now you got this and now you got this. So total cost divided by total units is your unit cost or unit price. So 1340 divided by 130, this give you 10.31. Now you have only one kinds of inventory, neither the latest nor the oldest. Now you have to sell 90 units, you have only one inventory, sell it from here. 130 minus 90. Okay, so out of 130 you are selling 90, so how much remaining? 40 units. And which price? 10.31. You will take it 10.31. You will ignore the $19 each or 19 rupees each. Okay, and whatever the cost price is going on, you will take it this 40 into 10.31, this will be 412. And this is the cost of ending inventory. This is the cost of goods sold under the moving average method or also called average method. So guys, now you can see that the difference between, if you see here the FIFO method, if you see the ending units, the ending inventory was 400, but in moving average method the ending inventory is 412. Same 40 units ending, same 40 units ending, same 40 ending units under FIFO method. So 480 in FIFO, 400 in LIFO, and 412 in the moving average method. Now you can see closing stock or ending inventory 480 in FIFO, 400 in LIFO, and 412 in the moving average method. Balance will remain same, purchase remain same. You can see for 1514. Cost of goods sold also change. You can see the cost of goods sold here is 1627, round of 1628. In now you can see there's a if you talk about the comparison cost sheet under FIFO, LIFO, and average method, balance will, in all the question you can see the balance is same, 500, 500 and 500. Purchase is 1540. You can see the purchase is 1540. You can see the purchase is 1540. Only what will change, the cost of goods sold will be changed and the closing stock will be changed. Sale will remain sales will remain same. How we calculate the sales? Very simple. There are two inventories. July 13 we are selling, July 30. So 70 multiplied by 18 and 90 multiplied by 19. This will give you the sales figure. I repeat again, 70 multiplied by 18 is equal to this, and 90 multiplied by 19 is equal to this. You will get the sales figure. There are only two sales, you have to add them, and then you can find the sale. The sale will remain same. In the question is same for all three methods. Cost of goods sold is changed. 1627 is here. In LIFO 1640 and in FIFO 1560. Now you can see 1640 and 1560 under FIFO and LIFO. So sales minus cost of goods sold, you will get gross profit. Sales minus cost of goods sold, you will get gross profit. Sales minus cost of goods sold, you will get gross profit. So now what we learned from this? We learned that there is no difference in the balance, no difference in the purchase, difference in the closing stock, difference in the cost of goods sold. Sale will remain same, but when the cost of goods sold is changed, so gross profit also change. So it has been seen that FIFO give high ending inventory and LIFO give low ending inventory, and average is the middle value of the FIFO and LIFO normally. So now you can see the middle value or the average of the average value of the closing stock. So if you see here, FIFO always normally give the high ending inventory and lowest cost of goods sold, and LIFO give low ending inventory but high cost of goods sold, and average give the average. So when the closing stock is high, it means the cost of goods sold is low. When the cost of goods sold is low, the profit will be high, because when your cost is low, profit automatically will be high. And when the cost of goods sold is low, when the cost of goods sold is high, your gross profit will be low, and in the average we will calculate the average. So guys, what you learned, why FIFO give high ending inventory? Because in FIFO what we are selling, first in first out, whatever we are getting in, we are purchasing in, we are selling it first. So the oldest stock is the cheapest. So oldest stock is cheapest. So whatever we are selling in first out, first in first out. So we sold the first in item, the first we purchase item. So the cost of goods sold will be low, and the remaining or the unsold item will be those inventory, those we just purchased in the last. So first in first out mean whatever we are selling, whatever we are buying first, we are selling first. So it means the cheapest or the oldest inventory will be sold first, because we bought first, so we sold first. So what will be the remaining item or the unsold item or unsold inventory will be the latest one, and latest one will be higher if we feel that the prices are rising. If the prices are rising, this phenomenon will be applicable, that if the prices are rising, it means that whatever we just purchased now, it will be expensive, and we purchased last month, it will be less expensive. So that's why our closing stock, our ending stock will be always high if the prices are rising under FIFO method. So in normally that's why we conclude that FIFO give high end inventory, low cost of goods sold, and when there is a low cost of goods sold, high profit or higher profit as compared to LIFO and moving average.